address some of your report today that you've made a decision to enter the NFL draft?
Yeah. I don't know where the sources are coming from at all. I mean, I haven't said anything. No one said anything. My family, anything like that. If anybody knows me, I focus one day at a time. Really just trying to help my team win. And definitely make a decision right now. I'm definitely staying. And that's all I got to say about that. I mean, this has nothing to do with our season, so I'm not focusing on it. This is just noise. So I don't know where the story came from. It's actually kind of frustrating, but it's nothing in my control. Can't control it. You can't control it. We just gotta block out the noise. That's one of our biggest things we preach here at Washington State. And just gotta focus on doing my job and get 1 week better.
Being a quarterback in this situation at a big school, putting up big numbers, is it hard sometimes to tune out that NFL noise? I know there's just a lot of this goes on for players in your position.
I mean, not really. I mean, I think Coach Leach does a really nice job of just allowing us to come in here and do our work and things like that. I don't really have a lot of social media, things like that. And, I just really focus on trying to focus on, you're not going to be successful at doing what you're doing, and then, you're not going to help your team anyway. And, I'm all about helping the team, all about trying to do my job, my best to help our team. And, stuff like this happens. It's out of your control. You gotta let it go, let it be noise, and if the people around you know who you are, then that's all that matters.
Is that something you've thought about, or I guess where are you with that whole thing? Do you let yourself think about that kind of stuff during the season?
No, I'm not thinking about it at all. I mean, I'm really focused on one game a week, focused on getting 1 week better. That has nothing to do with our season, has nothing to do with our team. I'm all about the team. Really just focused on preparing for Arizona right now. And that's really where all my focus is, where all my focus is going to be the rest of the season. And, I'm really don't want to answer any more questions about that because it has nothing to do with our season.
As for getting 1 week better, what do you feel like you have to do this week to better your performance from last week?
I think we need to, focus and identify the things that really made us successful last Saturday, and then really look at the areas where we can improve on. That's just getting off to a fast start. We've struggled with that the last 2 weeks now. Want to get going on a fast start in practice, and really just, it comes down to playing hard, wanting a little more, and doing our job. And I think that'll be a big key for us this week. It'll be big focus. And I know Coach Leach is going to be preaching it and harping it all week long, as he should. And we as players just got to, do as the coaches are asking.
Another thing that happened today was you were named semifinals for the Maxwell Award. How would you evaluate your season thus far?
It's just that's a team award. I think any awards that come to individuals are all success of the team. It's been a real team effort up to this point. And, really we just got to focus on getting 1 week better. It's a good thing for the team. It's like I said, any team award. Any individual award is a team award because you can't do anything without your team.
Luke, how are you feeling? I think the last couple of weeks you've taken some pretty nasty hits. Is that just something you're used to at this point? And is the Pac-12 schedule starting to grind away here as we have 1 more month left?
Yeah, I feel good. We won the game Saturday in a good fashion. Really showed the grit of our team. That's just part of playing football. You get hit, you get banged up a little bit, but it's a grind. You just got to do everything you can to get ready for Saturday and put yourself in the best position to play and play at a high level. And it's just part of football. That's why football's fun. You get hit people, and so it's just part of the game.
What happened in that first half against Oregon State, and did you sense something where you guys just weren't focused or weren't ready to come out and meet that intensity level that the Beavers brought?
Yeah, I think they just played harder than we did, and they did their job, and we didn't. I think that we were kind of in, we it's almost like we need to get hit in the face, smack in the mouth, and to wake us up, and we went in at halftime. And, really the vibe in the locker room, Coach Leach came in and gave us a message about, how he does and things like that. We really responded, and I think, the vibe in the locker room really at halftime was we're going to come out, and we really feel confident that we're going to come and win this game. And, it showed. Obviously that first drive wasn't that pretty, but after that we were rolling. It was a different sideline. We played with a lot of energy. We played together. We rose up on all 3 sides of the ball, and it's fun to be a part of in that second half.
Do you find yourself being a bit more vocal to sort of get players rallied behind you or to get them more focused? I think last week Gabe was talking about how you had to shut up everybody in the huddle because everyone was talking over one another.
I mean, a little bit. I think there's times where you need to be a little more vocal. I like to lead by example and things like that, and be, kind of be the same guy. But there's some times where you got to spike it. And I think the leaders on this team do a really nice job of managing the energy and things like that. When we need to get it going, we get it going, and when we need to be calm, cool, and collected, we're that. So it's just whatever the team needs, and you got to be that.
And looking forward to Arizona. What's it going to be like to finally play a day game here? Now that you're going to have to play a night game after this, but does that mess with the schedule once you guys have sort of been accustomed to, staying around all day watching football, then playing your game?
I don't think so. I think that would be just a distraction if people out to be, we practice at that time, so it shouldn't be any different than that, But I think a lot of guys like day games and things like that, and it's Dad's weekend. There'll be a lot of hype and fun around it. So, if you don't get excited for a game at 1 o'clock or something, I know the kickoff time. So, that's not really a main focus for us. We're just going to focus on going out there and doing our job, and it doesn't matter the time. We'll go out and, we have the opportunity to play football. Not a lot of people have the opportunity to play collegiate football in front of great fans.
You guys started the year with a few introducing a few wrinkles that really seemed to work. That shovel pass was probably averaging like 60 yards an attempt for a while there. Have defenses sort of adapted or changed the way they defend you at all?
Sometimes, but I think football is all about adjusting to what people throw at you. So there's going to be a lot of adjustments, and you just got to do your job. And really our thing here on offense, that if we block, if we protect, if we make the right reads, we make the right routes, then we're going to be just fine. If we just at the end of the day do our job and do it at a high intensity of playing with a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, then we're going to be just fine.
Any questions on the line for Luke Falk?
Hey Luke, it's Beth. It seems like the last few weeks you guys have kind of played up and down to the caliber of your opponent. How do you guys kind of break that cycle and take each opponent, the same? I know that's what you try to do, but how do you kind of break that cycle that's been occurring the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, Coach Leach's motto of respect everyone through, no one is going to play huge into that. Our opponent is basically just a faceless opponent. It really just comes all down to, doing the best that we can do each week. And I think that'll solve everything. If we go out there and try to, dictate how hard we have to play and things like that to our opponent, then we're not going to be a very successful football team. But if we go out there and, give it all we got and do the best that we can do every day, then, then we're going to be a really good football team. I think that's just kind of what we've missed the last 2 weeks, but, it's going to get corrected this week in practice and going forward.
The fact that you guys are ranked now, do you guys pay any attention to that stuff at all? Was that talked about in the locker room in any way?
I think some guys, look at that stuff and things like that, but, it doesn't really change our goal at all. That's just a number, numbers and material things. It's all about just going out there each week, trying to improve. 25, what does that really mean? It's all about Arizona this week. It's focus on doing what we need to do to get better, and I think Coach Leach nails on the head. Just get 1 week better. A lot of teams are staying the same around the country. We got to constantly improve, and we'll never be satisfied.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Any other questions on the line for Luke? Okay, and back in the room.
Luke, could you take us through the second TD pass to Gabe, not the one where,
Not the prayer.
right?
They originally had a different play on, saw that the guy was pressed up, wanted to get Gabe vertical, just checked to it. Gabe did a really nice job, just tried to put a lot of air on the ball for him to adjust to it. And then, Gabe did what he usually does. He made a nice play, adjusted to it real well, and made a spectacular catch.
Is that one where you're 90% sure that's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, you're not always 100% sure on any play. You gotta see, you gotta let it develop. Read it, liked it, went with it.
I know you're not thinking about the individual receiver too much, but the prayer, would you have thrown that if it had been someone else?
Honestly, I just saw Gabe, didn't really see anyone around him, so it must have been it must have meant to happen. I didn't see, because if I saw 3 defenders, I don't think I would have thrown that ball. So,
What went through your mind when you released it and then saw 3 defenders?
I got hit, so I didn't really see it, and then I saw Sai caught it, and then on film, I realized I could have made myself a lot easier because he was wide open, you know, for that. But, you know, just, you gotta let your players play sometimes, and really fortunate on that one, really lucky, and prayers answered.
Were you thinking about running it before you threw it? Looked like you might have had the first, and then it kind of looked like you saw that.
Not really. I mean, I was just trying to, you know, get in a space where I could get a good clean throw. And our O-line did a real nice job. Had a lot of time on that play. And, you know, ended up being a spectacular catch. Can't really say it was a good play on my part at all, but it was good on his part.
Luke, I apologize, I have to ask. Do you find it flattering that somebody out there was willing to tweet out this morning saying they think that you're ready for NFL caliber play?
I mean, I don't not. It's not really on my mind. I mean, at the end of the year or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not even focused on anything like that at all. I'm really just focused on this week. Am I flattered to be in the position where someone tweets about me? I mean, maybe. I guess I don't really care much about the opinions of others, though. But you know, it's just kind of frustrating that someone, you know, says something that you don't say. You know, I don't like that. Really, dishonest people or anything like that. So, but you know, it's not in my control. It's just noise, and it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with you know, what we got going on right now.
Luke, what about the changing culture here? Because you guys won your 6th game, and last year that was a huge deal that you guys were going to a bowl game, and this year we're sort of just glossing right over the fact that you're going to back-to-back bowl games, which is huge for this program, and you know, we're talking about Rose Bowl and whatnot. I mean, from the day that you came into now, what does that mean to sort of have this effect that going to a bowl game is not the bar anymore?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. That's kind of what we wanted to do here at, you know, coming in, especially my class and the class above me. We want to make a difference here at Washington State, and you know, we're still in the process, and you know, we can't look down the road at all. We really just got to focus on this week. Is it cool that we're back-to-back bowl eligible? Yeah, we celebrated that on, you know, Saturday night, Sunday morning, but we've watched the film. We put in, you know, Oregon State's done, that 6 wins done, and now we're all about this week in Arizona and, you know, facing a real good opponent.
All right, thanks, Luke. We'll have Robert Lewis up shortly. Thanks.
Thanks, Luke.